Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Jalen Green dropped 25 last night. KPJ dropped 21. They combined for 46 points in, they didn't play the fourth quarter, in about 3/4 of a basketball game. So it gets a lot of people thinking, Jalen Green? Well, I have a prediction for you guys. I think Jalen Green's going to average 25 points per game in this upcoming season. I think Kevin Porter Jr. will average 16, 4, and 6 last season. I will say Kevin Porter Jr. will average between 19 to 20 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 6 to 7 assists, and he will get paid, and he will get the extension, and he will demonstrate that he is, in fact, I don't know how this is still a question, but Kevin Porter Jr. is a point guard. He's a phenomenal shooter. He's a good shooting guard as well. But at point guard, once he gets the more reps, once he gets into the flow of how to orchestrate an offense, how to also set yourself up, how to set up your teammates, it's going to take a little bit of time. We've already seen it's taking a little bit of time. Didn't shoot good from the free throw line last season, turned the ball over a lot. We're going to see improvements in both of those areas, but we're also going to see statistical improvements. Welcome back to the channel, man. Today we're obviously talking Houston Rockets. I am going to put this channel on my Houston Rockets Daily YouTube channel. The link is down below, or just type in Houston Rockets Daily. If you're watching this on Houston Rockets Daily, thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. So I think every Rocket fan who watched last night's game, or even just watched the highlights, we're all amped up. I mean, this is what we saw for 2 to 3 weeks about at the end of the season. We saw Jalen Green averaging about 27, 28 points a game to end the season last year. Kevin Porter Jr. was right behind him. He was right behind him. They have a deadly offensive backcourt duo, but here's the thing. Defensively, not only did both of them get bigger, we're seeing steady improvements. So, Houston Rockets, are they a playoff team? Well, in my opinion, I think the Houston Rockets, I think our bench is a little too thin. Currently we're dealing with some backup point guard issues. We still don't really have a solid set in stone bench. So, can Houston compete for the play-in? 100%. If I had to put money on it, I would go with no. I do think they'll be able to put up, like we saw in the second half, the last 23 games of last season, we're going to see the Houston Rockets be able to put up 130 on any given night. I mean, they're going to run certain teams out of the gym. Say the Rockets are coming off a fresh weekend. You didn't play. You haven't played in 3-4 days, whereas the team is coming off a back-to-back, road back-to-back. They're going to run them out the gym. I mean, they are quite literally going to run them out the gym. Defensively, that's where things get interesting. Now, that's exactly why you drafted 2 players. Jabari Smith Jr., the 3rd pick in the draft, and Tari Eason, the 17th pick in the draft. Now, I made a video a couple days ago on my Rockets channel saying Tari Eason's a steal of the draft. And the reason is this. He was picked outside the lottery. So when I'm talking about steals, I'm looking at guys picked between 15 and 60. Tari Eason balled his ass off in the summer league, and currently in rookies, he is by far, statistically speaking, the best rookie in preseason. Now it's preseason, so we're taking with a grain of salt. But trust me when I say this, Tari Eason is a lottery talent. We saw it last season at LSU. I think people were too concerned about his three-point ability. I think, this is neither here nor there, and it's honestly kind of more of a reason why Rafael Stone, the Rockets GM, is so good at his job. I think personally, what I learned in this last year's draft, I think there's a lot of GMs that have genuinely no idea what they're doing. Oh, damn, this mic's down here. We're going to fix that real quick. Ooh, hope that was all right. Hope you guys could hear me. Especially once you get towards, I think you start noticing it, especially towards the late end of the first round. Once you get into the second round, I think it becomes a lot more evident. But a lot of teams are going to be regretting the fact that they didn't draft Tari Eason, because he should have been drafted. He should have been drafted before 17. I know it's preseason. I know it's summer league. But trust me when I say this, Tari Eason I mean, there's a reason his teammates, his coaching, opposing coaches, opposing teammates, former college coaches, former college teammates, there's a reason why everybody is so big on Tari Eason. So you have a bunch of young talent. We also are going to get Alperen Sengun running at the 5 full-time for the first time. Now that Christian Wood is out of Houston, we're going to see an extended run from Sengun. Last season in his rookie year, 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. I love Sengun. The only issue is fouls. You know, that's the issue with Sengun is fouls. Can he be a rim protector? Sengun's not a rim protector, all right? Well, guess what? Neither is Nikola Jokic, and he's doing just fine. So the Rockets can figure out all this stuff as we continue to go. What I'm looking for Houston to establish this season is I want us to continue to establish our culture, which is we're young, we're fast, and we know we're good. Like, you can't mess with us. I don't care if you're the Golden State Warriors. I don't care if you're a G League team. We're going to run you out the gym. We're flashy. We're cocky. We're confident. But most importantly, we're really talented. So, playing? You know, I still don't really think so. I could talk about long-term Houston Rockets, but we're talking about their current roster right now. Josh Christopher, Ty Washington, late first-round pick. People got to remember, first off, when we're talking about the Houston Rockets' young talent right now, Josh Christopher is a dog. Rocket fans understand this. He is steadily improving. He's going to make a lot of mistakes, as all of these young cats are, but he is a really solid all-around effort player who surprised me greatly from downtown last season, and he's a not phenomenal defender right now, but he's a solid defender with a lot of potential there. Jayshawn Tate, another young guy, although he's technically one of the oldest Houston Rocket guys because he spent 4 years in college, 2 years overseas. He's about to turn 27 later on in this month. KJ Martin Jr., just another double-digit scorer off the bench who can shoot 35-plus from downtown. He's the Houston Rockets' best weak side blocker. Ty Washington, I guess we'll end it here on Ty Washington. Ty is, you know, he models his game after Chris Paul, and I bet you if you start watching Ty Washington, even if you just watch highlights, now that you know that he models and molds his game after Chris Paul, you'll see it immediately. He moves smartly. He moves methodically. He moves craftily. Is craftily a word? Creatively? Maybe creatively is a little bit better. Ty Washington Jr. was supposed to be a lottery pick. What happened? He got injured. What happened after that? He continued to play through injury. I guarantee you this. If John Capillari and the Kentucky Wildcats, after the first couple of games of the season before Ty got injured, I guarantee you if they sat him and they just sat him out for the rest of the season, I guarantee you Ty Washington would have gone in the lottery. And this was a good draft. This was definitely a good draft. A lot deeper than a lot of people were anticipating this time last season. So that's it for today. I just wanted to talk Houston Rockets for my main channel. Get some noise out there for Houston Rockets Daily. Once again, links down below. Type in Houston Rockets Daily on YouTube, and we're right there. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the Houston Rockets. If I had to put a win total at, 30 is my number. All right, 30 is my number for Houston because if we're over it, even better. You're getting the culture. Free agents are more inclined, but it's evident if you win 30-plus games, it's evident that what you're doing is working. If we lose less than 30 games, we're going to have one last shot at getting a star player in the lottery, and we still have all of our young talent and all the guys we're looking to move long-term with under contract. So that's it for today. Peace.